Did you know that your garden can be a pharmacy for pollinators to make them healthier? Stay tuned. Hey guys from The Thoughtful Gardener, I am super excited to share with you some new research out of the University of Massachusetts, which shows that if we can feed our bees sunflower pollen, they are healthier. That's right, sunflowers act as a pharmacy for our bees, and they fed pollen to bees and found that they got healthier if they fed them sunflower pollen. Now, I am super excited to plant in my garden these beautiful sunflowers from our friends over at Botanical Interests. These are non-GMO sunflowers that will do great in my area, and I know my native bees are going to be super excited. See, here in Pennsylvania, we have over 400 native bees. In the United States, over 4,000. And those bees are responsible for the majority of the pollination of things that you like to eat, like apples. So if you're interested in growing more food in your garden or just supporting your pollinators, I want you to consider planting sunflowers this next season. If you're gonna be sowing these outside, you want to do 1 to 2 weeks after your last frosting. We're gonna be saving this in our seed saver for next season, and I will mark 2 weeks before that we're gonna plant them outside. So to tell you a little bit more about the research, the main finding was that common eastern bumblebees fed sunflower pollen reduced their levels of a gut parasite. And that worked outside the lab. They went to farms who had sunflowers and plant farms that didn't. And the farms that had sunflowers had better pollinators. Their bees were healthier and therefore their crops were better. So there's a direct correlation here. So if we want to plant for our pollinators, I definitely recommend considering sunflowers as well as other high value nectar sources for your bees. And I am super excited to tell you Botanical Interests has several of these that you might be interested in. First of all, they send it in this gorgeous little box that I'm going to repurpose because I think it's so pretty. But they have several pollinator mixes that I use in my own garden. One is called Bring Home the Butterflies, and what I think you're gonna appreciate is they use seeds native to your area. That's super important because they contain specific vitamins and minerals that are gonna be really, really helpful for your pollinators and make them the best they can be. Haha, no pun intended. The other one you could consider is this Precious Pollinator Flower Mix. Now, what's interesting is in these orchards where they're putting these pollinator strips or pollinator hedgerows, what they're finding is they're getting more fruit. Both the University of Clemson as well as Rutgers University have actually put pollinator strips in these different fruit orchards and found that they get about 30% more food versus putting just a standard honeybee hive. You might not be aware, but honeybees aren't native to North America. Instead, you have 4,000 bees that are ready and willing to go to work earlier, work in terrible weather, and stay later in your garden. They definitely are somebody you'd want to employ if you could pay them, but they're willing to work for free. So let's feed them so we can get them into your garden. Garden thoughtfully and take care.